Hi, everyone. You're welcome to tonight's live webinar sessions. My name's Fiona Kelly, LYIT Marketing Manager, and tonight we're going to host a series of 6 live webinars. We're starting off this evening with a talk about the CAO process. If you have any questions, whether you're watching us on Zoom, on Facebook, or on YouTube, please just simply share your questions on the chat or in the comment sections below, and we will go through them and process each of your questions at the end of each guest speaker talk. So I'm going to hand you straight over now to my colleague Tracy Sheridan, who's going to talk to you about the CAO application process, and any questions that you may have, we'll put them to Tracy at the end of the session. So over to you, Tracy.
Hi everybody. It's great to be here to be able to deliver this talk to you all today. I'm just going to jump straight in because there is a lot to cover. So if you feel that you have still more queries or questions, my contact details will be available at the end of this. So what is the CAO? The CAO is the Central Applications Office that processes undergraduate applications for higher education institutions, and they process our applications from level 6 to level 8 for first year programs. And LYIT also offers courses from levels 6 right through to levels 10. Before you begin, you must do your research. It is so important that you look through the course content, the career prospects, and also the entry requirements. These can all be found in the LYIT prospectus and also the LYIT website. Another very important document to read through is the CAO handbook. So key dates. So the later you apply, the more it's going to cost. So up to January, I have until tomorrow, it is €30 at the discounted fee. And then from the 21st of January to the 1st of February, it's €45. And then up to May 1st thereafter, it is €60. Other important times to note is on the 20th of January, obviously that I've just mentioned that, sorry, discounted application fee. The 1st of February is the normal closing date for applications, and this here is also a very important date for anybody who wants to apply to nursing who is a mature applicant. From the 5th of February then to the 1st of March, the online amendment for course choices becomes available, and this is a €10 fee for this. Registration with NMBA for the mature nursing tests is in February, and also from the 1st of March, on the 1st of March at 17:15, closing date for amendment of course choices, closing date also for completion of the mature section of the application form, and closing date for the final completion of online forms for here or there. On the 5th of March, then the late application facility opens. And then on the 15th of March, it is important that here their applicants must have submitted their documentation to the supporting documentation to the CAO. It has to arrive before that date. So in April then, the mature nursing test will be held, and this is an online test. And then on the 1st of May is closing date for applications. So you must have your application in before the 1st of May, preferably before that, but before the 1st of May, and you must have your course choices entered in then too. And then on the 5th of May to the 1st of July, you have the change of mind facility. It is free compared to the other early change of mind facility. So that's free. You can go online, you can change your course choices, you can rearrange your order of preference, you can add courses, and then before the end of May, you will receive a statement of application record which will be sent to applicants through this from the CAO via email. And then on the 1st of July, the change of mind closes. Mid-July is then round A offers, and this is generally matures and certain non-standard applicants. And then in early August, round 0 offers for QQI, FETEC applicants, and additional mature offers if applicable. So the demo application, thoroughly, I really advise that you do this before you make your official application. This is just a practice run and it doesn't record any of your details. So the official application itself, so you obviously go to the CAO website and click apply at the top of the page. You will have to enter your personal details, email address, brief information on your qualifications or assessments, and make a payment and click on the terms and conditions. Then you create your password and click proceed with their application. Application details appear and CAO number will be generated, and it is important that you take note of both your CAO number and your PIN. And a verification code also will be sent to your email, and then you will be able to log in to further make your application. This here is the receipt you will receive whenever you make the first step of your application. It has all your details and brief description of your qualifications and assessments. The application, then you will go into greater detail on your qualifications, and also the course choice section is there too, and you can amend any details if required. Then there is also the mature section to fill out the here or there if applicable, and also SUSI. So this year, over 3,500 students forgot to enter course choices on their application. It is imperative that you ensure that you have course choices entered into your application. You will receive the statement of application record before the end of May, so make sure if you don't receive that you contact the CAO. Sorry, just bear with me. Your course choices amendment dates, you can amend them from November to the 1st of February, which is free. Early February to the 1st of March, the 5th of February to the 1st of March, there's a €10 fee, and the 5th of May to the 1st of July is free as well. So entry is a two-step process. Firstly, you must matriculate, and that means meet the minimum entry requirements. This can be found on the course website, the information page for the courses, and also then thereafter your points are calculated if you meet the entry requirements, and the higher the points, the better chance of getting an offer. High demand programs and low availability of places high demand programs and low availability places result in higher cutoff points. The competition is greater. So that is the entry requirements to levels 8 programs. So you need a minimum of 6 subjects and at H5. And also, I'll not go into too much detail about this because there's a lot to get through, but this information is on the LYIT website if you wish to go on there. And if you need any further guidance on entry requirements, my information will again be available at the end of it. So Irish or English are required for all courses. Maths required for most courses, but not all, and art and design or lab subjects are required for some courses. So terms and conditions apply. So the 6 best results in recognised subjects in one single sitting will be calculated for points. One sitting only of the Leaving Cert or GCSEs will be counted for points purposes. We do also recognise LCVP subjects. And remember, before any points are calculated, the candidate must first matriculate, which means meet the minimum entry requirements. So courses that do not require maths would be law, criminal justice and law, culinary arts, hospitality and tourism. All of our creative media and digital design programs do not require maths. And then courses that do require lab science subjects, you have all the nursing from general and ID, psych, vet, dental, pharmacy technician, and with the health science programs such as physio, OT and dietetics, you will need a H5 in biology. So the courses that require art and design are all of our courses in the creative and design department, except for digital film and video. If you do not have art or design in your school finals, you can also submit a portfolio. So that's the Leaving Cert points, and these can be found in various places such as the CAO our website as well. These are available, so if you want to be able to calculate your points, you can go to this handy table, and there is also a calculator on the CAO website. Also, the scoring for A levels, I would like you also to take note on that. Note that the minimum point score for a level 7 program is 160 points, and your scores are based on your A levels only. So GCSEs only contribute to matriculation, but not scoring. So scoring is based also on a single sitting. So before I go into the Naval and Maths, details about the Naval and Maths, I'd also like to speak about the courses that do require Garda vetting. These courses mainly are courses that students will be going out in placement and dealing with, be in contact with children or vulnerable adults, or also controlled substances. So to justify public trust and confidence, we must ensure that any applicants or any candidates are allowed on these courses must be able to be clear the Garda pass or get the Garda clearance. And also, just to add, registration is only temporary until you get Garda clearance for these courses that do require Garda vetting. Information on courses that need Garda vetting will be in the course information page on our website. So along with the entry requirements, you will find at the bottom of the page if you need Garda vetting too. So QQA, FETEC and also BTEC, there are quotas on all programs since last year. So some quotas are more generous than others and restrict our quota on some courses, which means there is a smaller, very small amount, like some courses only have 1 and some have 2 and then some may only have 4. So you just have to remember that sometimes getting into the high demand programs with a QQA, FETEC or BTEC, it can be like a lottery. So offers and there will also be some specific awards only accepted for some courses, such as nursing, vet nursing and childcare, just to name a few. Information on what QQA or vocational awards that we do accept can be found on our prospectus, and also if you go onto the CAO website and the FETEC information page, also, but just by entering the course code, you can determine if you have the eligible award that is needed for that particular course you want to do. So it offers to go out on round 0, which is at the beginning of August. So that's the BTEC scoring as well. Just to note that level 6-7, we only accept subsidiary and 90 credit diplomas, along with diplomas and extended diplomas. But if you want to apply to level 8, you do need a diploma or an extended diploma. This scoring can be found on our website too, under the Northern Ireland UK applications. Non-standard applicants, they obviously tick the non-standard box on their CAO application. These applicants must be centrally related by the IOT themselves, and then you will receive emails from us in regards to any further documentation that you need to send. Documents must be A4 certified photocopies, and they must be the official documents from the awarding body. Mature applicants must be 23 on or before the 1st of January of 2022. There are quotas again for a number of programs. Information on the quotas can also be found in the entry requirements page of the course information page on the LYIT website. You can also apply if you're a mature applicant. If you have a leaving cert, you can apply with the leaving cert as well, and also if you have any other qualifications such as GCSEs or QQAs. There may be a limited amount of places reserved on each course regardless of any qualifying exams. So some courses that are high demand, such as the nursing, the veterinary, OT, physio, there is quotas for these courses, but these again can be found on our website. So offers for mature applicants go out in round A, and if there are any further offers to be made, if the mature quota has not been filled, they will go out in August. And deadline to note as well for mature applicants that want to apply to nursing, the 1st of February. If you don't apply by the 1st of February and you've no other qualifying exams, you will be too late to apply to nursing this year. And nursing applicants then also, as I said before, register with NMBA and must complete the aptitude tests for nursing. So here, DARE applicants can be admitted with up to 30 points below the cutoff, but they must also meet the minimum entry requirements, which includes 160 points for level 7 and above. There are quotas on some courses for here or there, so there will be 1 here and 1 there, and these are mainly our high demand programs that there is quotas for these courses. So again, all this information can be found on the LYIT website, or you can give me a call if there's anything else you're unsure of. So each list is independent. The level 8 list is independent on its own, and the level 6-7 list is also independent on its own. You can make up to 10 course choices on each list. Choices on one list do not affect the choices on the other list. And you also list your courses in genuine order of preference. It is so important that you do list it in genuine order of preference, and not what you think you're going to get, but actually what you really want to get. List your course, and the most desired course should be number 1 on the course choice list. And you can get an offer from each. You can also get an offer from each list in the same round. So you could get a level 8 offer and you get a level 7/6 offer on the same round in the same day. So it's just a matter of picking which one you would prefer. So as I said, listing your courses in order of preference is vital. You will be offered the highest preference of the course for which you have had enough points. So this is important because you can move up the list, but you cannot move down the list. So if you have been offered level 2 on your course preference list, you cannot go down to number 3 or 4 or 5 after that. So you can only move up the list, you can't move down the list in your course preferences. And it is very important to list them in genuine order of preference. That's why it is so important to list them in genuine order of preference. So then this is very important. You will receive your statement of your application. What you should check carefully whenever you receive this are all your course choices shown, and are they in correct order? Are the course codes correct? Are you sure you have the right course code for the correct institute? Are all the relevant exams listed? Have you entered your leaving cert number, your candidate number, and your examination centre number? Is there any error or omissions that you need to amend in the statement? If there are, you need to submit that back to the CAO. So whenever you receive this document, do not discard it. Do not think, oh, I'll look at it later. Look at it right away and check it thoroughly. I cannot stress enough, by checking it thoroughly, you would not believe the amount of Leaving Cert applicants that forgot to enter their Leaving Cert examination number this year, or for the 2021 intake. And that means not getting their, maybe being more than eligible, but there's nothing you can do if you do not have this in by the 1st of May. And if you do notice any error or omissions when you receive your statement, contact the CAO directly. There will be information in the email on how to make any amendments. So communication with the CAO, on the top right hand corner, there is the contact. So you just basically fill out the form and CAO will be able to get back to you then. So no offer, what you need to ask yourself, have you supplied all the relevant exam history? Again, your leaving cert number, your candidate number, your examination centre number. Did you matriculate? Did you meet the minimum requirements? Have you enough points? What is the cutoff point for that round? Maybe you need to check that. Have you miscalculated your points? And also, if you're not sure yourself, contact us directly and we will be able to tell you where you went down or why you did not receive an offer in that round. So remember to do your research and then make your application. Use the CAO and the college websites. Know the entry requirements. Practice and use the demo first. List your courses in genuine order of preference. Check all levels of the course you wish to study. Submit relevant exam details and supporting evidence early. Do not leave it too late. And make sure you deal promptly with any communication from the CAO. It is so important you keep an eye on your emails, because you will receive emails from the CAO and at times you will receive emails from the college themselves. If you need to clarify anything, don't be afraid to contact us directly. We are here to help. Have your CAO number at hand and download the CAO checklist. This can be found on the CAO handbook on the CAO website. Download that, tick off as you progress. Tick off every time you do a step on it, and just track your progress. So to final all, communicate with us. Don't be afraid to contact us. We're here to help if you have any queries at all. And again, it was a very quick rundown on it all. There's a lot to fit in that space of time. So that's my email address and my contact number. Best way to get me is probably via email. So it's tracy.sheridan@lyit.ie. Don't be afraid to contact me. We're always here to help. And if there's any queries on the presentation itself, or if there's something you'd like for me to elaborate any more on, please get in contact.
Okay, so thanks so much, Tracy. You always cover so much information, and I'd be blown away at the amount of information that there is to take in, whether it's Enable Maths or it's Northern Ireland students making an application. We do have a few questions in, so I want to go
Yeah,
through them with you. From
no
one of our
problem.
Zoom viewers, a Zoom viewer is asking, I filled in my CAO choices and saved them. I then received an email saying it was updated. Is that all I have to do, or is there a submit button that I have to press?
That's all you have to do for now, but
Mhm.
check it again. That's all I can say. Check it again. When you get your statement,
And that's going
check it
back
and
to
make
that
sure they're in.
statement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
So the
ensure. And if you're,
statement's really important,
yeah,
isn't it?
it is
That
so
aspect
important.
of
It
it.
has everything that's on your application. And as I said, check your course choices, your school infos, and your contact details are correct. If you're not receiving any emails, there's a reason you're not receiving any emails. You have to verify your email too.
Okay. So another parent has asked now separate. I'm a parent. Can I check my child's list to check to see if they've got the right programs? So they would need to be able to
Yeah,
access their application or check their statement. Wouldn't that be right?
yeah. All you need to do is just get your child's CO number and their PIN for logging in, and that's it. You can go
Okay.
into their course choice lists and check to make sure they're in genuine order of preference.
Okay, another question that's in. Can I add my exam number into my application now? Now, I thought it was really interesting. You highlighted that that there was a lot of missing exam numbers. Now, we both know
A
how
scale
many
amount.
that was. It was a
Hmm.
scary amount last year of
Yeah,
students who didn't put in their leaving cert number. How
so
important is
many.
that?
If you don't enter your leaving cert number, your application can't be assessed. So you're just left. You're
Okay,
not going
so
to be assessed. You'll. It's just so important. And I normally try to catch as many people as I can because I will receive a file. Maybe
mhm.
there's nothing there to assess, and maybe they might be a non-standard or something. But if you don't check your emails, if you don't check your application, you're not going to catch this error
Yeah.
or the omission that
And
you've
that's why
just
it's
made.
important, again, I suppose, going back to use an email as well when you're setting up, that you
Hmm.
actually check, and not Homer Simpson 123 at gmail.com, never to be checked again. So it's really important that you're using an email address that you do look at and that you didn't just set up on a whim. So sometimes a lot of students would use parents' email addresses or some contact that is very, I suppose, a dead cert contact. So that student that's asked about, can I add my exam number into my application now? Yeah, they can. They can put their
Yes,
exam
if you've
number.
received your
Yeah.
examination number, you can enter it into your application, yes. And do enter it
Okay.
if you have it.
I do enter it if you have it. So another question that's come in, is there a difference in the application process for a mature student or part-time course to that of a Leaving Cert student? So that's a good question. So just to answer, I suppose, mature students coming into a full-time course have to go through the CAO. A mature student going into a part-time course, it's directly to the institute. Isn't that right?
That's correct, yeah. So if
Yeah.
you're applying to
And
year
mature
one of a
students,
full-time if you're applying to year one of a full-time undergraduate course, you apply through the CAO. If it's part-time, you apply directly to the institute via direct entry.
that's fantastic. And it's another question on the same theme. So maybe it's the same person watching the two platforms. I'm a mature person applying to LYIT. Do I need my Leaving Cert results? I didn't do very well when I did my Leaving Cert. Can I get in just as a mature student?
That depends on what you're looking to apply to. So all courses have obviously a quota for mature students, some more generous than others. But if you have your leaving cert, do enter your examination number and the years you attended, and also the address and name of the school. You just don't know. You might be applying to a course that might be high demand, but you do have the entry requirements for it with your leaving cert.
Yeah. And again, going back to something you said yourself, Tracy, and I'm going to pull up on this because it's especially because we have a lot of parents watching this evening. How important is your list? and the preferences, like number one being, your top course. Because we get so many students, we've noticed it a lot with a lot of like those health science related courses, like say maybe
Hmm.
occupational therapy and physiotherapy. How important is it to do first preference being the one that's the dream, and second preference being the second choice? How important is that in terms of your list?
It's very important because, as I said during the presentation, you can't move up the list. So if you wanted to do general nursing and then you thought, I'll do physiotherapy studies and I want to do psychiatric nursing as my next on my list. But then you change your mind and you wanted to do psychiatric, you wanted to put that first. If you don't change, you're going to get, if you're eligible for your first offer, you're going to get, and you have enough points for the first preference, which is general, you're going to get that offer, and you cannot even look at 2 and 3 on your course choice list. So if you get an offer for your number one choice list, you cannot go down the ladder, you can only go up.
Okay, another question that's come in here is, do you reckon there's going to be a hybrid leaving cert? So I suppose so topical right now, and we don't know that at LYIT. And it's a great question to ask, but we don't know what way your leaving cert's going to be. I suppose on our side, we are just given that data that allows us to calculate whether or not you're eligible for a program place. Another contact that's question has come in is, who do I contact in LYT just to discuss the difference between part-time, mature student, and how to apply? We can contact any of us really, Tracy. So can you
Mhm.
remind people again watching what's your contact?
It's Tracy.Sheridan, so TRACY.Sheridan at LYIT.ie.
Okay. And likewise, I'm Fiona.Kelly at lyit.ie. So you can contact either of us and hopefully we'll be able to point you in the right direction, or at least guide you through that process. Tracy, thanks so much for everything,
No
for
problem.
coming on. You're always so helpful. And again, if anybody has any questions, or you have any questions in the future, or you want to visit, maybe you're a parent watching this evening and you want to visit the campus over the coming weeks or months with your young person, we will take you on campus for a tour and a walkthrough, and you can meet the team at LYIT in advance of that move or transition. So just again, go to the LYIT website and click on campus tours. I'm just checking now in terms of the last of the questions. Hopefully now all of our questions have been covered. I'm going to let Tracy now drop off. The next person that's coming up is Victoria Wilson, our Schools Engagement Officer. Victoria is going to be talking about full-time courses at LYIT, and she's going to be given an insight into what we offer for the class of 2022. And again, there are new programs coming on track, and we might touch base on that at the end of her session as well. So thanks, Tracy. That's you. And now we're going to be moving on very quickly to Victoria Wilson.